Alright, hello and welcome to another Genshin Impact and Chill video as usual. Um, okay, alright, so today's video is gonna be a quick update. Especially like currently we are 2 weeks away from 4.3, which is gonna be a big version for me, and I'm gonna explain why in a bit. So yeah, basically 2 weeks away from 4.3, and then it's the 5th of December. Yeah, so last month has been very hectic for me. Talking about my work, my job, career, and then we're also towards the end of the year. And then next January will be big for me because I'm probably gonna travel to somewhere new. So the all this background might change by next month. So So I'm just gonna quickly talk about what I'm supposed to talk about in this video. So first of all, I'll just talk about my characters now. Um, the characters because there are some changes, and the second part we'll be talking about the Sparabis. And the third part will probably be about my pulling plans for 4x3 and why it is such a big version for me. All right. So so character-wise, pretty much all this has been the same, except Xiangling, which actually got to C6, pretty nice. And then my Mona also got to C2. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get any of the things I want on the permanent banner. And so I actually get my 5 star at 78 pulls, which is unlucky enough. And on top of that, I also got Mona, which is a character that I probably won't use in my entire like Genshin life, I guess. And then the others has been the same. I've gotten C1 Femini from the uh, what is it called, the event, and yeah, everything else stays the same. So, oh yeah, and I can't remember if I have mentioned that I actually lost my 50-50 while pulling for Farina since I'm unguaranteed. So okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna continue with my pulling plan. So since I actually lost my 50-50 while pulling for Farina, I actually just like skip, yeah, Farina. So I'm just gonna skip Farina for now because to be honest, I don't really need the value she provides of this moment for clearing these firebase. And to be honest, I'm just not that enthusiastic about her as a character as a whole. Like her storywriting, it's fine with me. Like I mean, it's kind of like when there's a character there is an Archon character drops, right? I kind of want it to be a real Archon, like Nahida and Raiden here, instead of like some Wanderer arc, which like go through some self-discovery and get their own vision. So that's kind of underwhelming for me. So I'm not too excited about her in general. Yeah, sure, her story quest makes us like her more, but definitely not my favorite, I guess, compared to someone like Nahida and my main Red Shogun, the queen, the goat. So in 4.3, I'm gonna go for this, this, and this. Yes, after a calculation, I actually have enough primogems to get Navia C0 plus her weapon plus Raiden C3 because that's a must. That's a must. So I actually have enough primogems for everything, even if everything goes absolutely wrong. So that's nice. Let's talk about why. So verdicts. Okay, so first of all, I don't really have a good claymore, especially a DPS oriented one. So verdict is actually hella nice because it doesn't really it doesn't only have high base attack. It also comes with crit rate, which is very precious, as well as the attack percentage. And let's not forget that I actually have a C3 Diluc. So if I slap this onto C3 Diluc, it's gonna shine, baby. So I might also be building Diluc like after I get Navia, this weapon and everything. If I see a good team, because I mean to be honest, for Diluc, my plans for him, I'm not just gonna play like Mono Pyro or like just slap him with Kazuha Benishane and call it a day. Because to be honest, I don't really need. I mean, if I want to play Pyro, I don't really, especially like Mono Pyro, the Benny Kazuha Shaolin core. I don't really need Diluc at all. So for Diluc, I might do something like a melt with Kaya. So basically like a more of a Diluc centered team instead of letting all the sub DPSs deal damage. Yeah, so that's my plan for this and Diluc. And then the reason I'm going for Navia because first of all she's a waifu. She's an adult female model, and I absolutely adore like um adult female models in this game, especially like you can see like Raiden and Yelan, like all like uh those are my main characters are actually like tall female. So Naga will be one of them. And on top of that, her kit actually does not require C6 Goro, unlike like traditional Geo DPSs such as like Noel and Artakito. So yeah, because I don't really have a Goro here, not even one, so she will do fine. She will do just fine. And then third of all, she's actually Geo, and I don't really have any Geo character in my team, so that's going to be something new for me because I mean at this point, I I can very easily clear this fire abyss, so I don't really need like uh let's say I don't really need Furina to further strengthen my team or like like a buffer. So I believe that at this point I'm just looking for new alternatives for me to enjoy this game, enjoy this service. So yeah, and Navia I kind of like her character design overall, like her fit and everything, because ironically I actually hated her because I mean not really hate, but at least I don't really like her that much. I prefer Chlorine. Ah yeah, and also one more thing about Chlorine, I probably won't be going for her since I have a gut feeling that her kid is gonna be somewhat similar to Rider Shogun, so I don't really need two Rider Shoguns. I'm dedicated to one. So yeah, Navia for me, I guess. So yeah, so initially I didn't really like her much because she really did resemble Taylor Swift to me. So basically there is this meme, right, where Charles resembles Ed Sheeran and Navia resembles Taylor Swift. Yeah. So yeah, but the longer I kind of look at her, all the fits, and yeah, she just looks like better and better, and I just got more attracted to her generally speaking. So yeah, that's the plan for 4x3. So I'm gonna get her. I've got a bet this verdict, and I'm gonna go for C3 Ran Shogun as well. And then what's more, what's even better is the leaks that say that this weapon actually reruns with the Splitter Reforged, which means that Nabe actually reruns with Ayaka. So if this is the main weapon I'm going for, and if I lose this, I actually get Bliss Spirit. I see it as an absolute win. So it's perfect. Yeah, so I'm hella happy if she really like reruns with Ayaka. So let's say if I get a coaching, if I lose my 50-50, I can still give her a weapon. And even if I didn't have coaching or anyone, I can actually give Benny the Miss Splitter Reforged. And maybe get him to level 90 finally. Yeah, because that wouldn't even consume like one bit of my resources to be honest. Yeah, So that's about it. That's about my plans for 4.3, my poly plans. So now for the last part, I'll just quickly go through my Spirit Abyss accomplishments. So, right. This one. So, look at the title here. Strawberries 4.2, 4.12, 1.1, meaning the first attempt of my first phase of the 4.2 floor 12. So basically, I tried using this team for the first half, Nahida Hyper Bloom with Yellow for the double hydro to break the shields easy. And the second half, I kind of tried using Benny, Xiangling, and Kazuha with Fischl or Sarah, but I kind of failed. And in the end, I just kind of fed up, and then I switched to my Rider Shogun Hyper Carry, which easily melts the second half, especially with Baiju, because first half, um, for first, sorry, for the second half, first floor, first chamber, uh, the air gravity actually works because of the mechanism of the boss, and then the third chamber, Baiju actually makes it so easy that my rider can just stand there and slice it all like butter. But it is too easy, so I tried again and I tried, and then this time, the second phase of the 4.2 412, I actually did it. I did it with the so first half same team, the Hydro, Hyper Bloom with Nahida first, and the second half will be the Benny, Xiangling, and Kazuha Goat Trio Core plus Fisher. So this team is kind of interesting because um, for the first chamber, you actually need the electro to for the boss. I guess it's easy and saves you a ton of time. And then for the third chamber, the electro kind of yeah that does nothing. So it's basically I just kind of need the electro for the first chamber, and what's better than that? Like secondly, visual like the inclusion of visual into this Benny Shaolin Kazuha team actually procs uh, the overload uh, the overload reaction, which actually deals additional damage. But overload actually have a disadvantage, which is it will knock the enemy back. But the second half is all single bosses, so Fisher actually works as a overload, so it increases the damage as well as fulfills the electro requirement. Yeah, just that in the third chamber, second half, it's kind of like a glass cannon. I kind of have to repeat it a few times because the team is just too fragile. Yeah, for Copelia. Alright, so anyway, that's my update for today. And unfortunately, very unfortunately, my Red Shogun is still the same. No updates since the end of August. So it's very terrible. I've been doing a lot of Navia material farming, so I kind of did do much of the artifact farms, but yeah, I'm gonna continue my artifact farm sometime soon. Like after I gather all the materials I need from Navia. All right, so that's all for my update today, and see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.